I was the one who led the villagers to build a prayer room for worshipers. We chose the site of an abandoned old church. When we started checking the foundation, something unexpected happened. We dug up a metal plate buried under the soil. I raised my hand and tapped it. A hollow sound told me there was an empty space underneath. I brushed away the dirt carefully, but the plate was so old that it rusted to the base. We had to pour on some lubricant before it finally came loose. The second we opened it, a disgusting smell poured out. I grabbed a small stone and dropped it inside. It didn't sound like it fell too far, so I figured the hole wasn't very deep, but the entrance was way too narrow. No adult could fit through it. I looked around at the villagers. My eyes stopped on a young boy. We tied a rope around his waist and slowly lowered him into the hole. When he reached the bottom, he called out asking for another rope, but a second later, everything went silent. Then the rope jerked hard and got pulled into the hole. I shouted for everyone to widen the opening right away. We started digging like crazy. Then the women from the village showed up. Sonia told us to call the fire department, but I said we could save the boy ourselves. By then, the opening was finally wide enough to climb through. With everyone's help, Sonia, the boy's father, and I went down together. Inside, the passages stretched in every direction. Following one of them, Sonia and I came to a wooden door. When we opened it, Sonia suddenly turned around. She said she heard a strange sound behind us. I stepped into the room beyond the door. With the faint light from my lighter, I looked around carefully. She had followed the sound down another tunnel. At the end of it, there was another door. Behind it came the faint cries of a baby. She walked toward it slowly and pushed the door open. Inside, she started to look around. Then something dark flashed in front of her eyes. She froze for a moment, then forced herself to check again. But neither of us could describe it. A few days later, the boy got worse. His family rushed him back to the hospital. I saw a drawing board sitting on a cabinet by his bed. I asked to be left alone with the boy. Then I took off my coat and walked over to him. I leaned down and sniffed carefully. Then I whispered scripture into his ear. A moment later, the boy's body twitched. I noticed his left hand was clenched tight. I pressed his wrist with one hand and pried his fingers open with the other. When his hand finally opened, I froze. The palm had turned completely black.